My pleasure to call to order this special council meeting on March the 24th, 2025. We have one order of business, which is consideration of the active transportation and downtown revitalization plan, which is pages 1 to 45 of your agenda. Yeah, Administrator Couture.
I was going to recommend when I made the agenda, I didn't put an opportunity for the public to speak before. So I was going to recommend that council make a motion to hear items from the public.
David probably, because he's having trouble logging in.
Okay, we'll have that just before the adjournment item. Questions from the public.
Did you want to do it before the consideration of the item?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There we go. Yep.
Yeah, apologies for being late.
So we have Councillor Renta and Councillor Dubois on the phone.
Hello, Councillor Renta.
Yes, I can hear you, thank you.
Hello, Councillor Dubois.
Hello, Mayor Ranta.
Heavy tension. So the only item of business that I see on the agenda is the active transportation and downtown revitalization plan. There is a recommendation that council adopt the active transportation and downtown revitalization plan as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Discussion. Administrator Couture.
I have a letter from Interior Health regarding the active transportation and downtown revitalization plan. Is it all right if I read it?
Yeah, you betcha.
This comes from Interior Health, specifically from Kelly McDonald, the Community Health Facilitator for Healthy Community Development. She sent a letter late last week saying, thank you for the opportunity to review the draft of the Cache Creek Active Transportation and Downtown Revitalization Plan from a health community development perspective. Well-planned communities contribute to the positive health outcomes for the residents. This plan presents an opportunity to improve the future health of community members by incorporating healthy built environment principles into long-range planning. Healthy communities feature transportation networks that prioritize active transportation, connect people to natural environments, and support a thriving local economy. Integrating these principles at a population level encourages physical and social activity, increases access to healthy food, prevents unintentional injuries, and enhances social cohesion and mental well-being. Health benefits of active transportation. Encouraging active transportation leads to both health and environmental benefits. Walking and cycling promote physical activity, reducing the risk of chronic diseases. Additionally, reducing car dependency lowers greenhouse gas emissions and improves air quality, especially important for individuals with respiratory conditions. Safe and well-designed community infrastructure enhances the active transportation experience. Off-street pathways with clear signage separate pedestrians and cyclists from motor vehicle traffic, reducing the risk of accidents. Shaded infrastructure makes commuting more comfortable in hot weather, while the addition of planters and trees enhance aesthetic appeal, further encouraging use. Investing in pedestrian-friendly infrastructure also promotes mobility, safety, and health equity. Seniors, individuals with disabilities, and lower-income residents often rely on active transportation, making accessible sidewalks, protected bike lanes, and well-maintained pathways essential. Research shows that lowering speed limits in pedestrian-heavy areas significantly reduces the severity of collisions, particularly in locations with children and other vulnerable road users. Pathways that connect residential neighborhoods to essential services, such as a proposed path on Collins Road, make it easier for residents to access healthy food options by foot or bike. Trails like those on Old Caribou Road allow people to connect with natural areas without relying on a car. Adding parking spaces along these routes, such as the proposed parklet along the Bonaparte River near the pedestrian bridge, provide opportunities for relaxation and informal social interactions, contributing to mental well-being. Beyond health benefits, Investing in pedestrian and cycling infrastructure strengthens local economies by increasing accessibility and foot traffic for businesses. Downtown revitalization efforts and health outcomes. Investing in accessible and well-maintained public spaces helps municipalities create vibrant communities and supports a strong local economy. These efforts enhance community well-being by generating employment opportunities, fostering social connections, and promoting a shared sense of community identity and pride. Community-driven beautification initiatives and cleanup efforts not only improve the local environment, but also strengthen social ties. Enforcing bylaws related to waste management and property maintenance can prevent environmental hazards such as toxic materials leaching into drinking water sources. Accumulated garbage and abandoned vehicles can attract pests, increasing the risk of disease transmission. Proactively addressing these concerns improves public health while enhancing the visual appeal of the community. Effective communication strategies ensure that all residents, including seniors, those without internet access, and/or lower digital literacy, stay informed. Using diverse communication channels such as message boards, newsletters, and radio broadcasts helps create inclusive and well-connected communities. Adding wayfinding signage can assist visitors in discovering Cache Creek's hidden treasures. The Rick Hansen Foundation offers practical guidance on making signage accessible for all users, including those with visual impairments or sensory sensitivity. Careful attention should be given to factors such as readability and lighting, as neon signage may pose challenges for some individuals. Additionally, wayfinding signage could serve as an opportunity to highlight Indigenous peoples and/or culturally significant aspects of the area. Other municipalities, such as the Village of Salmon Arm, have successfully implemented similar initiatives in their Peace Park, demonstrating the value of recognizing and celebrating Indigenous heritage in public spaces. By prioritizing safe, accessible, and environmentally friendly transportation options and adding vibrancy to the downtown area, the Village of Cache Creek is supporting positive health outcomes for community members. Interior Health welcomes the opportunity to further collaborate with the Village of Cache Creek to support the implementation of this plan. We are eager to partner with the municipality to explore additional opportunities for collaboration in community planning. Additionally, we can provide letters of support for funding applications, particularly in working groups, and offer health-focused perspectives on policy documents, including community bylaws and land development proposals. Sincerely, Kelly McDonald, Community Health Facilitator for Healthy Community Development in Interior Health.
Thank you, Administrator Couture. How does council feel? Would you want to hear any comments or questions from the public before we consider the motion that's on the table?
I have no problem with comments being made.
Okay, yeah, I think that would be excellent.
Okay. So moved. All those in favor, opposed, carried. Any comments from the public related to the active transportation and downtown revitalization plan?
Question about, it states that there was two grants, applications to create this transportation plan. Who were the two grants?
Administrator Couture.
I can't recall off the top of my head, and actually taking a moment to make a correction to something that I said in the last council meeting. I said that it was one grant for $15,000. It was two, to the tune of just over $40,000. Again, 100% funded, but yes, it was two grants. I can't remember what they were though. They were both to the tune of about $20,000. So.
Thank you.
Okay, so I spent 15 hours going through all of the 2024 and 2025 agendas and minutes. And this is only mentioned once in July 3rd, 2024 agenda, where the proposal was accepted by council. The next time this is ever spoken of in the council agendas was March the 3rd, 2025. So I could not find anything where the council had approved the application process of the granting in 2024 or 25. And also I didn't see anything from council directing the CAO to put this out to our request for proposal for July of 2024. The date for their deadline was June 21st, 2024. The decision was made on July the 3rd, 2024. Now, I know under the direction of council that has to be done on the agenda and minutes, and I never saw anything in there in those years. So the next thing is the deadline of when this report was supposed to be completed was January 31st, 2025, according to the RFP. It's now March. So they're in breach of this contract, number one. Number two, the inadequate consultation with residents and businesses owners and the impacts on them. Anybody that I have spoken to has not been notified by any consultation. It says in his report there was extensive public engagement discussions between September 21st to September 25th, 2024. And he says the one-on-one meetings with residents, employees of local businesses via day-to-day interactions. Not once did anybody that I've spoken to, and especially ourselves with direct impact on this, were notified of this. No discussions, no participation. The next piece is you apparently did a survey on, I guess, Facebook, I'm assuming. It says here that 86% completion rate. So a total of 80 surveys were completed. Of those survey participants, 85% live in Cache Creek. So when you put those percentages to numbers, that means that 68 people completed the survey out of a population of 1,000. So 6% of the people knew about this plan. In this plan, he directly addresses Channer Truck Repairs and Hungry Herbie's. They specifically cite Channer and Herbie's, but fail to conduct one-on-one discussions and consultations with us. So the financial impacts are going to be tremendous. We're going to have to lay off all our employees. That'll be a financial disaster for both of these businesses. This is direct conflict for our businesses, and indirectly it affects the A&W, Chevron, Subway, Dairy Queen, and Annie's, because the trucks and vehicles come and they park in front of our property, and then they run across to all of these other areas for food and services, because it's the only place in Cache Creek that a truck can pull up to access these. The next part of it, I can only speak a little bit on the Old Caribou Road. Now, no, I'm not finished with China. You've got a whole lot of, one of our whole lots is totally no access to it at all. There's 9 6-foot planter boxes proposed here, and then another probably 7 to 10 bollards. So that cuts off total access to our properties. Hungry Herbie's won't be able to have any parking facilities at all for their property. There'll be additional paving because that service road does not go across the front of our properties. The next piece is on Quartz Road, where your bike route is, I see you've got the parking, or the sidewalk, parking, two-way cycling going on, and then these delineators up and down Quartz Road. That's not only gonna block Channer's back entrance, but the entrance to the machine shop, the entrance to BC Hydro. Again, with no consultation with those affected. The old Caribou Road, where the bike lane and pedestrian is being proposed, is a trailer. There are trailer courts there. So how are they going to bring trailers in and out of the trailer courts? How is the garbage truck going to manage to go on Old Caribou Road? Is people going to have to back up because the garbage truck's coming? The mail truck won't be able to get access to the post office. And the other trailer court would be impacted as well. The next piece is the expanded visitor center operations. Is this not a conflict of interest because Cat Chatton is a contractor for that property, for that business, under Desert Mesa Club, if you were to move forward with additional hours? The next one is 1.14 on page 35, is the closure of no bridge and no culvert on Quartz Road. So any funds that you've received or will receive from the provincial government will have to be returned, because you're saying you're not going to do it. So that's a big red flag right there. Anything that you're going to move forward with on that will be nullified. And I think anything else is just, those are the major concerns. But the major concern is the impact on Channer Truck Repairs and Hungry Herbie's.
Thank you.
And I've stated that in the letter. So
That's my livelihood. You seem to forget how when we had an influenza with the chickens coming into Cache Creek,
Yeah.
in the garbage trucks, who stopped them?
I did.
Fuck you, you did. I did. I put my trailer across that road and I wouldn't let nobody in there with them chickens. Take them out, burn them, do what you want. When you saw the press coming, you jumped on top of my trailer and made the big speech. And we're going to put in the hydro here, and all the old people are going to have free electricity. You know, your phone here and a $3 bill. I can't help it. But if you think I'm going to sit around and let this happen, dream on. Dream on. You'll see.
Thank you.
I'm doing it for the people. Myself and the people. I've been here 60 goddamn years in that shop, beating the shit out of myself, trying to make a living, and I serve everybody. I don't care race, color, or whatever. I work with everybody I can. Not one of you people come in my shop. Not one of you people come in business. I've never seen you in the business. I've never seen one goddamn thing that this town council has done for the businessman.
I think we're.
Yeah, point of order, we're off track.
Fellow.
We're here to meet about the active transportation.
Well-
okay, so I would like to know, I'm assuming because you read out the letter from Interior Health, so Interior Health is one of the grant suppliers. And I'd like to know who the second grant supplier is.
Are you able to figure out who the grantors are?
I can take a quick look, and
It doesn't have to
see.
be now. It
Yeah,
can be
I can
tomorrow or
find
the
out.
next day.
Interior Health is not one of them, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we told them about the project and they felt inclined to write a letter saying
Yeah.
that they were in favor.
Which
But you
means-
sent a copy of this. A copy of this was sent to them because they're referring exactly to the different things in that letter. So I'm assuming Interior Health was one of the grant applicants.
They were not.
Okay, so you will let me know who the two
Yeah.
grants are?
By the end of the week, hopefully, Ms. Pittman.
Before this is moved through,
Pardon me?
before this is approved.
I don't understand why knowing the name of a grant organizer would make a difference in terms of council making a decision on something, but
Give her the
Sorry,
name,
that was
name,
out
and
of
we'll
order.
find out.
I apologize.
As I said, there was nothing in the meeting agendas or minutes for 2024 and 2025 where council has directed staff to apply for these grants and for direction of it going out to request for proposal. So where are those in the meeting agenda and minutes?
Councillor Pittman?
Sure,
Or
sure.
Councillor Peters, it starts with the same letter.
As to the discussions of the quotes that came in, as former councillor Pittman is aware, all contracts are discussed in closed meetings, and that's why it's not part of the public record. So
But
what's released to the public is the decision that council makes on the request for proposal that we receive.
However, it is public and on the agendas when they direct the senior staff to apply for these grants and for the RFP. As noted in the more current agendas where Cap Chatton brings forward grant applications and council has approved applying for the grants. So I'm wondering why we don't have anything on this. Why has this been,
Administrator Co-Chair.
I would like to mention that perhaps Ms. Pittman didn't do enough research because the certified resolution from council for one of the two grants is for the active downtown action plan, because there's two grants for two different things that we were able to combine together with approval of the grant codes, and that was done in September of 2023, which is when I have the certified resolution from September 25th, 2023.
Thank you.
So that's just one of them. I can't remember the other one, but this one was easy to find. So perhaps it's just that the information that you're looking at doesn't go quite far back enough, because it was before 2024 that we were looking into that.
Well, why isn't it available?
It is available.
It's on the website.
It's from 2023.
and I went through 2024 and 2025.
Thank you. Any other comments from the public? Seeing none, I just have a couple of comments. I'm sorry that Channer Truck Repair was not consulted in the development of this plan. I think that's an oversight on the part of the consultant in not having done sufficient due diligence in consulting with all the businesses in the downtown area. And that causes me some concern. Having gone through the whole plan, what I arrived at, because the plan includes dozens of projects, and what I'm suggesting, and in keeping with the administrator's comments last meeting, what I'm suggesting is a motion that before any projects are undertaken in this plan, that they come back to council for consideration on an individual basis.
Point of order, we have a motion on the floor, so.
Yes, we do.
We could do a friendly amendment to the motion to that effect.
Well, I don't care how we get there. We can consider the motion that's on the floor, but that will be another motion that I'm bringing forward following that
Fair enough.
to make sure that all the projects that are identified in this plan come individually back to council for consideration. And that will provide an opportunity for aggrieved businesses or citizens to be able to address the projects on an individual basis. So on the motion that's on the floor that we adopt the active transportation downtown revitalization plan as presented, any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And now I would move that before any projects that are identified in the active transportation and downtown revitalization plan are acted upon, that administration bring them back to council on an individual basis for council's consideration, and I would so move.
Second?
Any discussion?
I'd like to discuss that if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Good.
Councillor
I'm in
Ranta.
favor.
Pardon?
I'm in favor of the motion. I'm in favor of the motion. The reason is because I think it clarifies the fact that each one of these projects, obviously we, in moving and passing the last motion, we didn't approve the funding for each and every one of these projects. None of us around this council table are, thinking that this is a final approval of every plan in the whole comprehensive plan. I also believe that it's my understanding at least that the administration was very clear in how they communicated to the council that there would be separate consultation processes for each one of these projects when and if they come forward over a number of years in the future. This tool of the plan provides our grant writers and our administration with the ability to apply for funding. And I, for one, I do believe that it's been on many election campaigns by some folks that have run in the past, that a dream of the community is to look at the north side of town to be as enhanced in appearance and walkability compared to the south side of town. And I think that by making it clear that there will be extensive work moving forward and that we are not blindly approving the entire project. The next phases will have separate consultation for each project, and that is what I understood. However, I think this motion in an excellent way clarifies the fact that council expects the consultation to occur for each project. So I really do wholeheartedly support it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion?
It was also my understanding that each individual thing before it became an item would come back before council for council.
Yeah, the purpose of the motion is just to make sure that it does. Okay? Any further discussion? Seeing none? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried? Any other business to come before this meeting?
Just for safety, the road from the Husky to the trailer park, that sidewalk is goddamn dangerous. You come down the hill with a tow truck, sometimes the wheels, when you're towing not straight behind you, you're over that way a little bit, the kids are on that street, that's totally dangerous. There should be something done there, get it. There's nothing there. The steering wheel comes off, the rope on the wheel comes off, that thing can go sideways. And the kids are walking down the street fighting back and forth, they push out in the middle of the street. To me, is priority. Something should be done in that. And everybody, you drive out there at night, they're all dressed in black. You cannot see them.
Yeah.
It's scary. I don't know how the hell you do it, but down by the motel, it's back a little bit, but from the motel to the bridge, it's damn scary.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the sidewalk should be set back from the curb.
Yeah.
And whoever made the decision to put rolled curbs in on the downtown core, when you've got as much truck traffic as we have in Cache Creek, I think was.
And that's what this town is a pit stop.
Right.
People come in, stop, get fuel, get gas, get food, and leave. But they keep coming back every day. You make it hard for them to come back, no parking, why would they come?
They wouldn't.
I know. We'd lose. Spencer's Bridge, they got an access road down the front, they'll start a little cafe there and there. Then the money's gone there. No, we gotta use some common sense. Just the slightest little bit. Common sense. Let's go down there and sit and
Do
watch.
you think there is any on this council?
No.
There you go.
And this town was 10 times as busy in the 60s as it was. I used to peel 800 pounds of potatoes, making potato chips. Imagine how many people ate them damn things over a long weekend.
Yeah.
The place was packed, just unbelievable.
No, I remember.
But we need safety more than that. Make sure people can travel in here, stop safely, eat, and leave. Drop their cash and go. The sewers, the thing for the tourists, that sewer thing. Why they come up here in their motorhomes with all their food, all their stuff. They don't buy nothing in town, and then they come, they dump their trailer park on us, and we don't even charge them $20, $30. You know, common sense. I know it's really tough to use common sense, but it doesn't prevail. It's obvious that there is none in this office.
Thank you. Any other comments before we adjourn the meeting?
Before I get shot, okay.
I like dealing with you.
Well, I speak the truth. If it's wrong, tell me. If you think I'm making outward comments, I'm making stuff that I see every day. And the post office is beautiful. They got a mirror on the front of it. I can park my truck there and I can back out. If that mirror wasn't there, you'd take your life in your hand back, pull it in behind me because you're gonna get run over.
Yeah.
But common sense stuff, that's what we need. And it doesn't cost money. You can get a culvert, a 12-foot culvert in Saskatchewan. They'll deliver it right out here. 2 excavators. Drop the culvert. All the sand that's around that motel, that guy wanted to clean that up, screen it, dump it in. You'd do it on the weekend. You'd have a culvert in there. And everybody goes home when the white hats come. We don't know what happened. We went away Friday night for the weekend and go back when it's done. Huh? Simple. But everybody's catering to all these people making rules and regulations. We gotta get our shit together. Trump has got it right. There's only 2 sexes, male and female. The border crossing.
Okay.
And is it the embargo he wants to put on? Well, 50
Yeah,
miles.
point of order, we're here to discuss.
Point of order.
Yeah.
David?
We're here to discuss the active
So
transportation plan.
I don't know whether I mentioned with the Modi consultation. There was no Modi consultation in this report either. That was part of the RFP.
For,
Modi consultation,
we did have conversations with the Ministry of Transportation, yes.
not according to your minutes of March 3rd,
There was odd ones here and there wasn't anything formal, but
because Councillor Peters questioned, and it's in the minutes, and it was stated that no consultation was with
Yeah,
Modi.
we didn't have any formal consultation, but we did talk with them about some of the items. Yeah.
I just wanted to,
And all the individual items will come back to council based on the last resolution anyway. Any further discussion? Seeing none, could I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried? Thank you for